I have a 9-month-old son, and when he wakes up in the middle of the night sobbing, I can't help but wonder what he could have been dreaming about. Among the Sleep posits an answer to that question. You take on the role of a 2-year-old and journey through their darkest nightmares. And while that journey isn't always the smoothest, it's not one that I'll be forgetting anytime soon. As you might imagine, the 2-year-old protagonist of Among the Sleep has a pretty limited set of abilities. You can walk very slowly, you can crawl a little bit faster, you can climb on top of things, and you can grab items in the environment. And that's pretty much it. The main challenge in the game is simply navigating through the crazy environments. At its most complex, I had to make my way through while also hiding from terrifying creatures. There's a bare minimum of challenge in the game. And Among the Sleep's simple mechanics would have grown boring quickly, if not for the brilliantly realized levels. The short viewpoint of a 2-year-old is the perfect perspective to cast everyday objects in a spooky light. A laundry room became a frightening source of noise, and a raincoat hanging on a hook took on the shape of something much more insidious. I loved seeing how the game continued changing normal places and things into bizarre, otherworldly happenings. And the lack of challenge ended up working to the game's advantage. It gave me plenty of time to check out every inch of even the creepiest environment. Among the Sleep has a few problems that pulled me out of the game almost as quickly as I was drawn in. There's not a ton of voice acting in the game, but what is there isn't very good. I also stumbled across some weird bugs and was constantly noticing how inconsistent the frame rate was. Developer Krillbyte Studio has already put out one patch prior to release, and they promised more. But as of launch, a lot of these issues are still here. Among the Sleep isn't terribly deep or terribly polished. There's not a lot of game to this game. But like any dream, what's implied is as important as what's actually there. This experience is carried by a great sense of atmosphere and some astounding, terrifying mindscapes. And they transform it into something that, in spite of its problems, is worth experiencing.